really don't know what to do. I don't know why. It's the capture software. It's not the card. It's the software. It is the software. I was very much looking forward to tonight. I was very much looking forward to tonight. Now, will the software work with consoles for whatever reason? Yes. And this as a simple, if there's static for that, it's a simple fix. Unplug it, plug it back in, works fine, no static. But the moment I plug a PC in to the capture card, admittedly a more complicated device, but honestly not really, especially since it's going through the graphics card, you'd think it would work. I was looking forward to tonight, and my computer's. So this isn't just this one incident that's causing this. This is just buildup of just tiny little things ever since last Thursday, with the failure of the portable stream because everything took forever to set up and not having time to stream. Saturday's freaking issues with the internet for whatever reason not working, and the moment I stopped streaming, the PS5 magically decides, hey, we're gonna work this now, and I'd already put my stuff away. And now today, with the freaking static, which we fixed last time as well, where we didn't get static when we were playing, but now it's anytime the music flares up or at random intervals through it, it just goes like, I can't even reproduce the sound I'm hearing. I'm sure you guys probably don't hear it, but it's just driving me up a wall, and I know for a fact it is the software. It is not the capture card. It is the software. For whatever reason. Now, when I was offline, I tried. Now, I'll be honest with you, we are probably not going to be streaming tonight. And that pisses me off. And I'm sorry. I usually hide how I'm feeling because I don't want to put anybody off in chat, because I'm not about that. I'm about like trying to, just have fun, be chill, put out positive vibes. But sometimes when these issues happen, you can't hold it in. So just want to make sure everybody knows this frustration is not directed at anybody in chat or anybody, honestly, at all. It's directed at my shitty setup because nobody else has to deal with this. The static. There's so many people have Elgatos and they don't have to deal with it. Otherwise, we'd be hearing about it left and right. And we do sometimes, but no solution is ever posted that makes sense at all. Nothing. And any solution I try does not work. Now, you might be wondering, Crazed, why do you use the software if it causes issues? Well, I'll tell you, the other software it has is shit. I know other people will tell you otherwise, but it's shit. It's literally the laggiest delay I have ever seen in a software. Where on this, the lag is non-existent. At least not trackable by my eye or by the inputs. If there is delay, it is so small, it's unnoticeable. Whereas in the 4K option, the only software they have on their damn website now, is, if anything, this is all directed at Elgato, by the way. My freaking frustration is directed at them. And because I can't figure out, by the time I figure out how to fix the static issue or have a new setup, it's going to be like 2:30 in the morning, and at that point, I am not going to have the energy to even try this. And that pisses me off even more because I was looking forward to this. I had a very long day at work. I had a very long couple of days at work. I had a very long weekend. And I was looking forward to this stream. So I do apologize for crashing out, as it were. I think that's the new word nowadays for when people lose it on stream, or like bottled up emotion just comes out pouring out. I think that's the new term nowadays I've been hearing around. So I apologize for that. But for whatever reason, the software does not want to give me good audio anymore. And I have no idea. And I use this primarily. I never play games from my main computer and stream at the same time unless it is a party game that needs a mic input, like Repo, whatever the other games are, Phasmo, which I don't even play anymore because of how they have that stupid reset they had. Literally anything that has a mic input that you play with friends, and it's less complicated just to play it on the main computer, essentially. It is the only time I'd ever play something through my main computer. Other than that, I love using my capture card because there are games out there that don't like to play nice when you choose which audio source or what audio channel you want to put it in, which is why I always use a capture card. Which is why I'm very happy to have a spare parts PC, because now I can actually have games go through it that can play at their full power, essentially, without compromise. But apparently there is compromise because there's static. Now, I did mess with the audio, or the video capture for Elgato. I got it to work technically. It connected, but I could not hear the audio. And I could not set the audio to any specific virtual mixer. I could not figure that out, and by the time and there was no simple solution. By the time I figured that out, or figure it out, it's going to be like 3 a.m, and there won't be any more time to stream, and that upsets me because I was very much looking forward to this today. I kind of needed it because I just wanted to de-stress playing some blueprints, and now we have to wait a week because if there's one thing I hate more than tech issues, it's changing my schedule. Like that. If there's anything I hate more than technical issues, it's changing my schedule at the last possible second, unless it's a collab or something, in which case that's different because I can split it up and play with friends, all that stuff. Kind of takes the edge off of the change, if you will. Like I said, this is one thing I hate more. It's adjusting my stream schedule because it throws my head into because I like to have organization and a planned week, and when a monkey wrench gets thrown into those plans, it gives me no what's the word, an infinite amount of things. That's not the word I'm looking for, but it's the only word that's coming to mind. An infinite amount of anxiety that then causes me to be very distracted, and then takes my enjoyment away from streaming whatever we do change the stream to. Actually, it does it up leading up to the stream. And I don't like that, which is why I try to keep the schedule as... It's also why we have as few games being played at the same time as possible, because it's just less complicated. So as much as I would love to play Blueprints on Thursday, which I'm very tempted to do, I don't want to change the schedule because I don't like changing it. I don't like change when it comes to that because it just throws my entire week off and my vibe off in my head. Not to you guys. I don't show this obviously because then that throws me, increases my anxiety even more, and then we're back to square one, essentially. And then I start not making sense, like now. So the lower my anxiety is, the better for me and for chat, honestly. And that's why I'm upset, is because I only get to play Blueprints twice a month because we do the build streams, and honestly I'm tempted to just take a break from the build streams, but I also want to finish the damn Dragon Knight and then take a break, even though we have a bunch of build kits still left to do, and just focus on blueprints for the summer. But that means I have to wait to play it again, and I just... yeah. And I've got to figure out what the frick's going on with it, and why, for whatever reason, all my other stuff, all my other consoles, all my other docks, everything, when I plug it into the Elgato and plug it into the software, it does do static sometimes, but the moment I quit out of the software and then reopen it up, it works. And it stops the static for a short amount of time or a long amount of time, and sometimes it just never comes back. But for whatever reason, my PC, in its infinite wisdom, plugged into the Elgato, does not want to play nice. And like I said, by the time I figure out another solution, which, by the way, the video capture thing is very complicated, apparently, at least for the audio side. The video capture, not so much. And yeah, some people are like, hey, play it through the OBS. What screen? That screen is the size of a phone. And it's more, and I'm not gonna play it like that. It's full screen or nothing. Unless I get full screen OBS, but then I can't see if there's any issues with OBS, and that I don't like. But yeah. So yeah, I am not in the best of moods, so I will admit that. I am not in the best of moods. You can probably hear it in my voice, and the fact I'm telling you. So yeah, I do apologize. There will not be a stream tonight. I am very sorry. I was looking forward to it. This was going to be my de-stressor. This was going to be just my stress-free stream, just playing some blueprints, going through the mystery mansion. It was going to be great. But then the software had to ruin it. Because yeah, it's not the capture. It is absolutely the software I'm running it through. The capture little thing, their Elgato little suite here, as you can see. And yeah, I could just use the 4K one, like I said, but for me, the lag on that, the lag for input on that is noticeable. In my opinion, it's worse than the supposed lag in the HD60 frickin' capture software, like the 1080p one. Because I don't notice it on this one, whereas in the 4K one, it is very noticeable. And I've tried everything in that to fix it. Yeah. So yeah, it's I'll be honest, I may delete the VOD for this later, possibly. I may actually just change the name of it and just say and just put it as a just chatting type of deal. But yeah, I'm not happy. I'm not. I have had it up to here with tech issues this last week, and it's been building up for this last week. Everything was working fine before that, except for the internet, but that's fine. The internet crashing doesn't stress me out because I know what I can do to fix it, and it fixes itself eventually. The static has been plaguing me for years. We got around it by unplugging and plugging it back in, but now it's refusing to do that with the PC I have plugged into it. And when I say that, not my streaming PC, but my gaming PC. When I plug into it, it's just static. No matter how many times I exit out, it's static free for like 10 seconds and then it starts again. And I'm not going to deal with that all night because I don't like that. It's very annoying. And I know for a fact it's in the audio because I've heard it played back, and anytime there is any static through the software. So yeah, I'm going to try to figure out that there is a solution, sorta, and that's for if I plug in, how do I put this? Use the video capture through OBS because it can natively work through there through video capture. I have to figure out how audio works for that, so I can hear the audio you guys are hearing and not just audio that I can hear. Because I can make it sound good for me all damn day, but if I can't hear what it sounds like for you guys, it's a deal breaker for me. Because that's the important bit. It can't just be my comfort and what the sound audio is. It has to be for you guys too. And I need to be able to hear what you guys hear or are able to hear. If it's balanced, that kind of thing. And it's very hard to do. Now, what I could do is just unmute the stream itself, but that's just inefficient, in my opinion. Because that is also delayed. So yeah, I have to figure out how it works through OBS. And then I will, for once, use the output HDMI port on that capture card to plug into the middle monitor, because I don't really use the middle monitor for really anything for stream. Honestly, it just shows it just shows the game anyway, so that doesn't change it. The only thing that would be an issue is audio. Now what I hear it as, but yeah, the important thing is to be able to hear what you guys hear. Oh yeah, that's actually another issue. Oh man, that's interesting. It depends how much of the delay is it too, because yeah, I won't be able to hear it through, because there's no speakers on this. That's another issue, you see? Like by the time I figure this out and do trial and error, it's going to be 3 in the morning and we'll have to end anyway. So yeah, guys, I may change how the schedule is this week, as much as it freaking hurts to do so, because like I said, I don't like change when it comes to my schedule. That's why I like to have it set. But I really want to play Blueprints. I also really want to play Dot Hack, and I would like to finish Dot Hack before summer ends. And if we don't play Dot Hack this Thursday, and then Saturday, it's gonna, because next week the stream's gonna be up in the air for the ending of the week, except for maybe Saturday. So yeah, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to fix this. It's so simple. So simple. I don't understand why. I mean, maybe it's because of the simpler connection with a console. Maybe. I don't know. Because it's not technically plugging directly. I mean, it's plugging into the motherboard. And the advice I was looking for online kept on saying, oh, you have to make sure that the maybe there's a desync in the audio bit rate or something. I'm like, okay, show me where that is on both computers, please. But no, the Google would not show. Nothing in Reddit showed me. If it is there, it's buried under thousands of useless comments that don't help me. So yeah, I do apologize again for the stream, guys. This is I know you guys may think, oh, the static's not that big a deal. For me it is, because we shouldn't have to compromise, because nobody else does. No other streamer has the static audio issue, and if they do, they fix it instantly. Anytime I watch a stream or anything, yeah, there may be some tech issues, but it's fixed almost immediately. And I'm not talking big streamers. I'm talking just my size. And maybe a little bigger. So yeah. Yeah, my RNG, as it were, is great other places, except when it comes to technology, especially when it's an issue that makes no sense. And no matter how I explain it in Google, it just does not want to give me the solution I'm looking for, or explain the solution it's trying to give me. Like I said, like with, oh, there might be an audio desync or something. Okay, how does that work? Because it's not plugged into the motherboard, it's plugged in directly to the 3060 back there. Heck, I have never even had this issue with my laptop. technically I did, but it fixed itself. Like, at that point, we were using an external card still, so that was also the issue. The external card was a little unstable. We never really tested the internal one with the laptop. But anyway, even with the laptop, we hadn't had that issue. So I don't know what it is. Maybe it's an all-in-one form factor. Works better with capture cards than a regular full-size PC. I don't know. But yeah, if anybody in chat has a solution or has any suggestions or had this issue before, I am all ears. I do understand. If not, though, because this is a very niche problem that I don't think many people have, which is why there's not that many solutions out there. So yeah, I don't know what to do. I need something a little more somber, please. No. There we go. Somber, maybe post was the word. Lo-fi, more lo-fi than peppy. There we go. That's what I want. There we go. Oh man. But yeah, sorry for going live and then just dumping this all. It was just I could not hold this in. And like I said, I'm not. This frustration is directly towards Elgato and its shitty software. But they freaking have a monopoly on that shit. And yeah, there is a solution with the capture card with like I said, with like OBS, but I have to figure out how the audio works for that. Because even if I plug in the outgoing thing into there, I won't be able to hear the audio. Because yeah, I won't be able to hear the audio going to it is the thing. Because I'm using a headset through my PC. And then my concern is if there is lag with the audio, which will be very, very difficult for some games to tell. I'll be honest. Granted, we'd be only using this whenever we're using the PC itself to plug into the Elgato. Because everything else works fine with the software. With it, when I say fine, I mean anytime there is static, you quit out of it, you open it back up, and it works fine with consoles. Specifically consoles. Oh, could it be the motherboard issue? Sure. That motherboard has given me problems in the past. It could be the issue. Because even though it is plugged directly into the graphics card, but that graphics card's also directly plugged into the motherboard, so that could also just extend to it. Which is why I would love to upgrade the internals on that, but I can't yet. Gotta wait. Gotta be patient on that. But I can't wait to do it because I want to get rid of that motherboard because that motherboard has been giving me nothing but issues. Current one has worked fine. But yeah. But again, sorry for dumping this on you guys. I know you're probably thinking, hey, he's back with blueprints. Sorry. I wish. It's just going to take way too long to fix. And I'm probably just going to crash because my mood has been very much soured. And this has just been building up since Thursday, essentially. With the stress of the mobile setup and the fact how long it took, and I wasn't able to do a full stream to test it. And to the PS5 not wanting to connect to the internet for whatever reason to play a game with a friend who was playing some Fortnite who asked if I wanted to play. And like I said, the exception to that I don't like change to my schedule because it stresses me out and gives me anxiety. The exception to that is when I play with friends because what's the word? I want to say neutralize, because you can't really neutralize anxiety because it's a subconscious gut punching you up every 10 seconds, making you think that, oh, why'd you change? Oh, I'm going to make you feel bad for changing. But that's null because, yeah, no, anyway. Dampens the effect of anxiety? Dampens the anxiety, there we go. Because playing fans does that. That's the one exception to change when it comes to changing my stream schedule. So anybody who asks me to collab, don't think that I'm like hating it because it changed the schedule. That is the exception to it, because playing with friends dampens any anxiety to the change whatsoever. There's still a little anxiety because I don't like change and just changing the plans like that, but it, like I said, it gets dampened by playing with friends, you know. However, if I chose to change the schedule myself, it then throws my anxiety levels through the frickin' roof. You might be also wondering, why don't you have like an anxiety medication kind of thing? I tried it. Let me put it this way. When the main side effect is drowsiness and fighting to stay awake, which is my internal state anyway, but this was back when I had my day shift, so it's a bit different. When it forces you to like fall asleep, well, not forces, but you know what I mean, like the point where you can't fight falling asleep and you can't really enjoy your day. At that point, that's not a side effect. That is the whole point of the medication, at least to me. I don't like sleeping away the anxiety. I'd rather it just go away. Because then you're just sleeping your day away, and then it's just the whole thing. But I know that's not what its main side effect is. It's just the side effect felt like it was the main focal point of it. But yeah, at least in my experience with that. It also could have just been a bad dosage too that they gave me. This was years ago. This was when, it was a long time ago. But yeah, like the side effects always drowsiness, and then I sleep away my day, and I don't want to sleep away my day because that's not how I want to deal with anxiety. I just want it to go away. I just want the anxiety to go away. I don't want to sleep it away. And that's what the what was it, the last medication did? It was like it was a mild anxiety medication, but yeah, it's drowsiness was the main side effect. And I'm like, I don't want to sleep it away anyway. But yeah, that's why I don't really do that for it, essentially. But yeah, just have to live with it. But yeah, sorry if I'm oversharing here, guys. But yeah, this has been building up since Thursday. Otherwise, I'd be able to like tank it and just let it go. But I was looking forward to tonight of just being able to de-stress on stream, having a nice quiet stream at home for once this whole week, and it's been taken out by just static noise through the software. So yeah. But anyway, guys, I am gonna go to bed. We're gonna end it here. Before I go though, because I know that on Saturday and on Thursday there were some follows. I do apologize. I did not get around to thanking you guys. Thank you, Malachi Bracket, for the follow 4 days ago, as well as, I'm sorry if I mispronounced your guys' name, Ellie Sheridan's for the follow 4 days ago, and Scorp is Queen for the follow 4 days ago. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much, and welcome to the Looney Bin. If this is your first time watching the stream since then, or if you're catching it now, which thankfully this is a midnight stream, so at this point in the night, not very likely. But if you are, I do apologize. It's usually a little more smooth sailing with some tech issues that we're able to usually figure out, but today, for some reason, it just did not want to cooperate. And I'm going to try to get to the bottom of it, because it does not make any sense. Because like I said, the only solution was like, oh, maybe the bit rate or the audio bit rate out of sync. I checked. Technically, the audio bit rate in OBS is 160, as opposed to through Elgato's capture software is 244. I don't know if that would affect it though. It could. And I may test this out, but I'll test this out later. We may do blueprint. We may do a double header on Thursday. I may play some blueprints or not. I don't know. Honestly, I'm kind of soured on streaming, but hey, that's the benefit of having streams be every other day. for the most part. It gives you a day to decompress and hopefully figure out a solution, essentially. Well, for me to decompress. So yeah, that's the benefit of having streams be every other day for me. So yeah, but yeah, sorry about this, guys. I was very much I was looking forward to this. I was very excited, and yeah, I hope you guys understand my feelings on this. And while I'm like, I don't usually, now sometimes I do. Yes, it slips out, but today it's just usually I'm good about staying calm on stream, or try to anyway. I know there's a lot of evidence to the contrary, but you know, it's oh man. But I try to stay as calm as possible on stream, but sometimes it just doesn't work out like that. Especially when tech issues happen like this. Like, this has been plaguing me for years, but usually being a nothing burger, I would just postpone stream or try to figure out another solution for later, and then just change around the schedule. Even though I don't like to change around the schedule, like I said, it gives me like so many levels of anxiety. But we'll see. I don't know if we're gonna do Blueprints or .hack on Thursday now. I really want to play Blueprints because I'm very much enjoying it. I'm enjoying .hack as well, but that's why I have Blueprints here. It's so that it gives me a little more variety, so I don't get burnt out by .hack. But yeah, we'll see what happens. It is going to be an early morning stream. Well, early-ish. It's going to be like 11 noon, normal time on Thursday, even though it's a day off for me. I hope to find a solution by then. In fact, we may just turn it into a test stream and try our hand at this again. This coming Thursday. I don't like changing it like that, but at this point, I really, really would like to play some Blueprints. Even the .hack be damned. If we do .hack, we'll do a double header on Thursday. But I'm really in the mood to play some Blueprints, and very much want to play it this week, as it's a very fun game, and I'm very much enjoying it. I'm kind of hooked on the mystery. Here's why it pains me to have to cancel stream, the rest of the stream for tonight for it. But yeah, man. Again, sorry for crashing out on stream. Again, if that is the term, I heard that term. I'm pretty sure that's what it means. Let's have a little bit of a breakdown on stream, if that makes sense. But yeah, I hope you guys understand. For obvious reasons, we're not rating out. We're just getting stream here. But yeah, guys, I will post in Discord as well for those who probably have not, who are probably asleep at this point. But yeah. But anyway, guys, like I said, it's been a lot. I wish I could say it's been a lot of fun, but hopefully it'll be a lot of fun on Thursday. Probably play Blueprints just to test it out to see if we get it to work. Because we'll have more time on that day, and if we have to turn it into an evening stream, we will. But yeah, we will. I will try to figure out a solution. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. But yeah, anyway, guys, with that said, without further ado, hope you guys have a fantastic evening, and I will catch you guys hopefully on the next one. Later.